Hello everyone. Today we will be starting, our work on the Way of Kings Leatherbound. And obviously, I do know, I am not an idiot. This is a book that already exists. It is beautiful, like $250 though. A little much. So, you know what? We're going to be designing our own. And just to start, I have absolutely no experience with any of this stuff. So I watched a couple YouTube tutorials and I am super ready to begin. So here we go. I started by measuring the Way of Kings and then adding an extra ½ inch on every side just so the leather overlaps the actual book paper. So let's go over to the shelf and we have our copy of the Way of Kings. So yeah, if you put it right here, fits pretty nice, looks like a pretty nice overlap. And so, there's our copy. I traced it all, I did like a little 3D model of it, and then I got to work designing our cover. So, I have this side, like the side cover, and for that I just did, I did like a merging of like two different Stormlight symbols. Like I did the one that's always on the Way of Kings hardcover, and I also took the one from one of those shirt designs. I just looked up like Way of Kings Stormlight symbol, and I found both of these, so I decided, you know what, it would be cool if we just combined them both. And Brandon Sanderson, The Way of Kings, Stormlight Archive, Volume 1. I put Volume 1 because it sounded nicer than Book 1. So, this is our front, and as you can see, I did a giant circular chapter arch, and this is just a rough kind of thing. It looks much better on the baking paper, and I will break down the process of making a leatherbound if you're not aware of it in just a minute. So, I have the chapter arch design here. I'm not sure, let me know in the comments, which color should I do the flag, blue or red? I forget, I can't find a colored in image of it. If any of you know what color, please tell me because I have no idea. So I have the Shattered Plains here, the sky here, and like a high storm. Like obviously if you look at the Way of Kings, the high storm does have like the glow of the sun on it. And I'm not trying to recreate that cover. I'm trying to maybe have a different angle of it or something. I don't know, I think it just looks cool with the chapter arch in it. And obviously Kaladin is on the Shattered Plains in this book. Oh, so yeah, kind of spoilers for the Way of Kings, but not really. So yeah, he's there. So the whole barbed wire thing with the flag, I'm pretty sure that's the Sadeas flag. So please correct me if I'm wrong. I have no idea what that arch is supposed to represent, but I'm pretty sure it would be like the Sadeas since he's in the bridge cruise, and that would make sense with the barbed wire. So yeah, that's what I did for that. And then down here, Book 1 of the Stormlight Archive, I did change that on the baking paper, as you can see, to have like a little thing around it. And then Brandon Sanderson, obviously. So yeah, that was what I traced, and this was also measured to fit this. So then we had the baking paper. So just a little background on the leatherbound designing. So basically, you measure your book, add like a ½ inch to every dimension just because it'll make it look nicer when overlapped. Because hold on, let me grab a hardcover Wind and Truth here. It is a little overlapped here. That's, yeah, about ½ inch. Maybe a little less, but for the leather, I guess you could just go a little bigger. That's just the general, basic rule of add a ½ inch. And so, when it came time to do baking paper, I had not designed a back cover. So instead, I decided I would do every character in the book. So I have them all. I have the main characters that have at least 5 chapters with their perspective. So Kaladin, Dalinar, Shallan, Adolin, and Szeth. Szeth has 5 chapters exactly. So, you know what? I had to put him in the big print main character because he does really do a lot in this book. So yeah, I just kept it there. And then Teft, Kalak, Sen, Ishik, Nanbalat, Gaz, Razin, Axes, Baxel, Jaranid, Navani, Wit, Yasna. I probably butchered some of those names, like Jaranid and Axes. I don't know. It's fine. And then just a little quote: "White life before death, strength before weakness, journey before destination." Obviously, you have to have that on a Way of Kings leatherbound. So I did do like little stripes there. This is not colored in, and I'm not going to color this in. I am going to stain the leather, though. Obviously, like, you can't just have an unstained Way of Kings leatherbound. So, and if you're wondering, no, like, these do not, like, have any connection to them. They're just kind of there for detail. I could probably make them connect, but they all go off the edges, so I don't want to. So, yeah, 7.75 or 7.75, 5 inches, 2.5 inches, 7.75. So, yeah, that's the dimensions, because I did take, this is hefty. I did not think it would be this long. As like, this is going to take a lot of leather. Versus, like, shorter book, like Tress of the Emerald Sea over there. If you would Tress, you would not be using this much leather. So, yeah. But I do love making leatherbounds. This is really my first, like, actual leatherbound project, but it just looks so fun. Like, I can't just watch people make Way of Kings leatherbound. I need to have my own. So, yeah, that is the part 1 of my making the Way of Kings leatherbound. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.